Mailbag. Yeah, one mailbag, singular. Um, yeah, I know exactly what that is, but don't want to spoil the surprise. So yeah, it was for me in Germany. And besides my name, street address, and town, this was also a invalid request. Didn't deter the postman to deliver it. Yeah, custom declaration. Female spade connector. Yeah, that's correct. A female spade connector, or also quick connect. Uh, yeah, value US dollar 5. We will have a look at the eBay listing, but first have a look inside, shall we? I mean, I find myself watching mailbag videos of the usual suspects quite often. It's eerie. It's eerie how interesting it is to watch that. Oh, I packed it good. To watch somebody opening a mailbag and yeah. So, female spade connectors. Because the spades are in this thing. Have a look at this. And I opened it the other way around. Okay, first mistake. So everything is now in disorder. Yeah, well, I have to clean that up afterwards. Yeah, so you got three sizes of spades. These are the 6.3 millimeters. I guess these are the 4 point something millimeters, and this is, come on, the smallest size. And they all come with, I don't know if that is actually heat shrink. Not sure about that, but with some isolation sleeve. So yeah, and the isolation sleeves are nicely long. Yeah, nothing to complain about. So you put the sleeve on the cable, you crimp the cable in, and then you solder it if you deem it necessary. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, have to clean it up. And yeah, I will need that for this. Sorry, let me change the perspective. So, for this, if you remember, that was the lab power supply. I got it, link in the description below. Or maybe I even create a card for it, which will show up somewhere. You have to go with the times, I guess. And yeah, of course, the DC part is all gutted out, but yeah, I'm also not too happy with the state of the, it's not plugged in, the EC side. So this is 230 volts, and this switch is made for spade connectors, not for soldering connection. And if you do a soldering connection to such a spade connector, you thread the wire through the hole and then you solder, because If you don't do that, things like this happen. I need some more cable here, so can move it around. Yeah, actually there was, you can also see, these are Spade connectors. There was one of the cables flatly soldered to the rectifier and it came loose. I mean, there were other things wrong with it, but yeah, you don't do that. And these are 6.3 millimeter Spade connectors, I guess. So if I take a little guy here and yeah, it's a hard fit. It should be a hard fit. You simply put that on there and it stays on. It won't wiggle free. It stays on forever. I mean, if you have a lot of vibrations, you can still hot glue it, but these are Spade connectors, not solder connections. And yeah, talking about revamping, you see the fuse down there at the very bottom. That also has to go. I mean, that's simply bullshit. Yeah, revamping it, and for that reason, having bought a set of 120 crimp connectors, female, for 233. Yeah, it was. It's the same in dollar. It's in euro. Yeah, it was down a little bit, 5%, and free shipping from Jiangsu, China. And it arrived quite fast. I mean, they said it would be here between 27th of June and 1st of August. And we don't even have the 15th of June. So yeah, I guess instead of putting it into a container and shipping it via a ship, they actually put it into airmail. Thank you very much. And yes, green sticker, very important in German. I mean, German people can read it, but it says basically that it doesn't need to be handled by customs. It can go right through. Yeah, and the value is actually high, $5. I mean, I paid $2.33. Yeah, that was Mailbag, singular, just a single Mailbag.